Hello, everybody. I'm here today with a very, very special person. I'm here today with Jacob Hawsa. May I say Jacob? Am I right?
Yeah, well, depends really. This name depends on wherever you're from. It's an international name mentioned in the old, you know, like
The Old
in
Testament.
the Old Testament and the Old Testament. So it is that Jacob. I'm still not sure how it was pronounced then, but it's definitely changed from area to area. So Jacob, Yaakov, Yakub, Yaakov in Arabic,
Jacobo.
Jacobo,
Yeah.
Jacobo
Yeah.
Jacobo whenever I'm in Spain.
So it's a special
So,
name. And Jacob, you're a special person because you actually
thank you very much.
You came to do the Neurolanguage Coaching course back in 2016.
Yeah.
Right at the end of that year, and we met in person at the first International Neurolanguage Coaching Conference in Germany in 2017.
Yeah. That's right, I still remember that.
What a journey, hey? Jacob, how was your journey with Neurolanguage Coaching?
The journey was, in a word, it was adventurous. When we met first, or it was when you actually called me first, and the minute you introduced the course to me, I was absolutely under that spell. And yeah, so I started really knowing where we were going, but you know, all along the way, I've loved it just the same. The amount of knowledge, it was really eye-opening. I've always been fascinated with neuroscience and the brain, but I didn't expect or ever imagine that one day it's going to be something I can be trained at and in a way more or less specialized. So absolutely, yeah. And as I've said, Rachel, you have come a long way, yes, and we have been really following you all the way, and we're still ready to go even further.
Well, I'm grateful to you. And I have to say to the world that actually we should always be very grateful to Jacob, because Jacob is the one who, after every single course, would say to me, Rachel, what next? So then I would create the next course, the advanced course. And then after that, Jacob said, well, now what? And then I would create the next course. And then he said, and now what? And now Jacob is one of our amazing teacher trainers, and you are actually going to be training this course in Arabic.
Yeah.
How exciting.
Well, it is exciting, and I think a little bit nervous, but that's fine. It's part of the journey. But yeah, it's only right to do it really after we have done what we've done. And it's really it's an opportunity to introduce what I've learned to as many teachers as possible, especially knowing that this is all for the sake of our learners. Yes, we do learn a lot, but we do care a lot about education and learners specifically. So yes, it's I'm looking forward, and I again thanks to you. You've been really the reason really to push me forward, Rachel. And I was talking to a friend of mine today about it, and I confess that for some time I've been avoiding doing it, jumping into it. But yeah, thanks to you, I do appreciate your first you believe in us, and then you're encouraging us all the way. So yeah, thank you very much.
My pleasure, and I reflect that back to you and say thank you for being on this journey with me. Now, how about you tell the listeners a little bit what impact you've been having on your learners, because you work in an academy.
Yes, I work for BAE Systems, and we train cadets at the Air Force. And knowing the environment, really, the military environment is quite challenging. And before I started the course, I was looking for some answers, if you like. I was trying different methods, and it was okay to set a certain level, but it wasn't until I started the course, the Neurolanguage Coaching, and then with the cadets, I was experimenting with them, and I reached a level when the classroom has just transformed into um, an engine that moves by itself. And I have to admit that I was, as more or less just like the GPS there when they needed me. But I could always look at the cadets, and I see how autonomous they became. Really, I've never seen like as much autonomy as when I have applied
Wow.
what I've learned from Neurolanguage Coaching. So absolutely, you can see every single cadet um, writing their own lesson plans, and
Wow.
then following them, and then would come to me occasionally to discuss certain areas in languages, in English in this case.
Yeah.
And then I remember one day I was having this discussion with a cadet, asking him if he should focus something else. And all what he did, he just he asked me to look at his lesson plan without saying a word, and he just pointed at that lesson plan and said, "This is what you've asked us to do." And I put in my lesson plan that I'm going to focus on vocabulary, so here it is. I was really, I was proud. I was proud of them that they have reached that level of, taking ownership and responsibility for learning.
Yes, and we're talking about teenagers, aren't we?
Sorry.
We're talking about teenagers.
Yes. So yeah, they are teenagers. So just to add.
Yes, just to add, and may I
Yep.
say, I'll never forget you sharing with me that all of your colleagues actually were intrigued with what you were doing with your class.
Yeah, they were really. I mean, they were curious because I would the stories I have told, from and about the classroom. They were more or less from a different world. When I say that, actually, my learners are, doing or running more or less all the lesson by themselves. And I've been asked actually to talk about neurolanguage coaching, and several times. And so my colleagues are curious, and I have shared your book actually with a few of them.
Yeah.
And they were really they were impressed, and I'm just waiting for them to take that extra step, an extra mile, and do the course as well. But they were really impressed.
Well, this is the exciting part, that you are going to be delivering the Neurolanguage Coaching course for the first time ever this autumn 2020 in Arabic.
Yes, absolutely, yeah. And I am ready, and the course is being really the manual and the materials, actually we're getting them ready at the moment. Yep. And it's going to be a new adventure,
Yes.
And I can't wait now.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, we've got the course now in Italian, Spanish, French, German, Polish, Russian, Czech, Slovak, and
Yep.
you're bringing it into Arabic. So well done, Jacob. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me.
Very, very welcome, and thank you, Rachel.
Any final words for any Arabic teachers out there in Arabic that you'd like to sort of explain a little bit, and so I can hear you speaking Arabic?
All right. You want the message to be in Arabic?
Yes, please.
Absolutely. السلام عليكم. معكم الأستاذ يعقوب. Professional Neurolanguage Coaching. وأيضا إن شاء الله عما قريب سيكون الكورس هذا في علم المخ والأعصاب وتطبيقاتها في التعليم، خاصة تعلم اللغة. سيكون هذا الكورس إن شاء الله بين أيديكم. فمن دواعي سروري أني أقدم هذا الكورس في العالم العربي لأول مرة باللغة العربية. الشهادة معتمدة من Efficient Language Coaching اللي هو التدريب المحترف للغة. والكورس طبعا كان من إعداد مدربتنا الفاضلة ريتشل بيلينغ. والكورس أيضا معتمد دوليا من الاتحاد الدولي للكوتشنج. فهذه فرصة إن أحببتم أنكم تعملوا تغيير كبير للطلبة، طريقة تعلمهم، كيف يتعاملون مع الضغط، وكيف يتعاملون مع أي عائق يكون أمامهم أثناء تعلم اللغة. إذا أردتم أن تجعلوا من الدماغ أنه يكون فعلا ميسر وعامل كبير أنه يدفع الطالب حتى يصبح مسؤول عن تعلمه، حتى يصبح يعني دوافعه إن شاء الله تكون أقوى مما يعني تخيلتم. فأتمنى أنكم تكونون تنضمون لنا، وإن شاء الله راح نعلن عن الكورس هذا قريبا. وشكرا. Thank you, Rachel.
شكرا يعقوب.
عفوا.
Wow. You know, I still have pending my Arabic learning. I will get back to it. I promise I will. I will get into my Arabic and then be able to come over to all of the Arabic countries and be able to speak to you all.
Absolutely.
One of my goals in life.
Looking forward.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Jacob, we're looking forward to the dates, and we will put this on the internet, everybody. We will get this out there so that you can all see it. We'll have the message in Arabic as well. Jacob, thank you so much for being on this journey.
Very, very welcome. Very welcome, Rachel.
Good luck with your first teacher training in Arabic.
Thank you. And I'm looking forward for next year's conference. It's something to look forward to as well.
Definitely, definitely. Jacob, thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you, Rachel.